From the softest lotus petal extract, we bring you Giga Drowse. Replicate perfect sleep over and over again. Giga Drowse, for when you're tapped out.
Available at all fine Singer superstores.
Rise and shine, all you poppers out there. Shirazaman and nice and early. Thank you for joining me, my friend. Today, I'm brewing a new brew of mine. Took a tokens list of old, mixed and matched some stuff. Tried to see what worked. And Chimpskey, thank you, sir. And this is what I've arrived at. I've been having a lot of fun with it. We are going to try out a league today, to courtesy of Chris at Carousel Games yet again. Thank you so much for that. So we've got 18 lands in this, and we're running all 4 basilicas and 1 beautiful swamp by Wang's Sorry if I can't even pronounce that. I'm just going to throw it off into exuberance there. Anyway, because of that, we're trying to run this Rites engine, Deadly Dispute, and Harsh Sustenance. These are the only black sources that we need for the deck. Thoughts being, we don't really have any removal main other than just smashing and trading with combat tricks. And combat tricks don't get much sweeter than drawing 2 cards and blocking things, especially in the form of Doom Traveler when you get a 1/1 flyer out of the deal, draw 2 cards, etc. We got 1 Lumithread Field main to kind of keep the evils at bay with those main decked suffocating fumes and such. So the big, I don't know, what are you going to call it? Concede is that, you know, mass removal can really hurt this deck, and you can go all in with these Lumithread Fields sometimes, and sometimes they don't show up, etc. In the end, Prismatic seems to be the best for the job outside of the suffocating fumes play, which is why we're running one of these main. In the end, you know, it's like I love Hollow more than any other player out there, but to always hold up 1 white and to have it when it happens, and a lot of times it just keeps coming. And I like Prismatic's just so good at just coming back and back. I know it's old tech, but it's tech that works, and so I really dig it. Oh, Braveheart Lion 7, thank you for subscribing with Prime. I appreciate that greatly. So yeah, let me go over the list here. So 4 dens, 2 barrens, 4 basilicas. I believe it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plains, and 1 swamp to get a total of 18 lands. Feels like about 22 because we have the Basilica play, but we all know how this is going to go, right? Round 1 of the league, we're just going to look at like no land, and mold the floor like we did last week. But that's what happens when you press that enter play league button. Anyway, so Doom Traveler is making if you saw at the top of the show, he was showcased in my little artsy spot there for today's show will begin. I've always loved this card. Hunted Witness is another option, but this grants evasion and upgrades after it dies. Lunarch Veteran and Soul Warden is our life gain package. I used to go all in with the Soul's Attendant, and then Suture Priest, and just that was the defense of the deck, was to just gain too much life. But we're not going that route this time. Just a little bit of life, more susceptible to burn. It's not going to be a cakewalk like the other builds have been, but because of that, we've got the draw engine and inspector. We're running Rites and Deadly Dispute to just go try to find our kill card, which is Guardian's Pledge. I showcased this way back like 6 years ago. A lot of people didn't know about it. There's about 6 cards that do the same thing at sorcery speed, minus white creatures, with white creatures, etc. We've got 1 Cenn's Enlistment. This has a retraceability, so when you do return those lands, and if you get into a grindy matchup and want to force to go even wider, you can do it. Probably the worst card in the list as far as just pure power quality goes. We've got 4 Battle Screech, 3 Prismatic Strands, 4 Guardian Pledges. We want to get there. This card's just amazing. It is a removal spell if you need it that way. I doubt we're going to be using it that way, but sometimes it comes up. But a lot of times, if you get into a fog lock with Tron or whatever, you can just zap them in the face with this. Binge watched a ton of your videos this week. Just got in a Pauper. It looks great community here, and I'm glad to be here. Well, we're glad to have you, sir, and you couldn't have said it better. This is like not our show, but Pauper in general is just like the hidden gem of MTG, and I think it's kind of like a gateway drug or something. It's like once you go into Pauper, people usually don't leave. They tend to just go, man, I'm saving all this money. I'm having way more fun, and all these options are available now. So anyway, So Harsh Sustenance, really cool card. Deadly Dispute, don't have to go anywhere with that. It's probably almost on some people's ban list as far as how Tron can abuse it. And speaking of Tron, we got the Squadron Hawk package. In the sideboard, we're running the whole reason you want to play Plains, 4 Dust to Dust. We've got our 4th Prismatic, 2 Patrician Scorn, which is free. And then we got 3 Macabre and our Relic for our Graveyard interaction, which 1 Relic's nice because you can always dispute it. 1 last Lumithread Field, and 3 Journeys. I'm kind of fearing the Affinity matchup. I'll be honest, I haven't played it, but I'm sure that'll change because we're going to jump into a league right now and see where we can go. So yeah, anyway, Privet is all right, huh? Alrighty. Good times, good times. Yeah, I've been having somebody's been chiming in on some older videos and some of our commercials and stuff, and so it's nice to get that love and to have people experience it for the first time and stuff, so pretty cool. Let's see. Remember last week we just had that little join, don't join, join, don't join. We were like, what's going on here? Okay. Well, we don't have black, but I'm not going to worry about that. We'll keep this. We'll be able to inspect into something here. Almost got Metalcraft, and we don't even need it. Woo, I had yesterday off, so I was able to really kind of fine-tune, I think. Watch, if we crash and burn, then I retract that statement. But I'm always trying to bring new fun stuff to you guys, and this is a take on an old classic. I was thinking of going, I guess we'll just lead off with this. No reason to throw the artifact out yet. I was thinking of making it a Azorius tokens list with just, throwing in a bunch of ninjas and stuff, but they quickly just become blocked and they just turn into 1-draw engines, whereas Village Rites and Deadly Dispute technically draw twice, so I do like that. Do we have a... No, you know what, Braveheart Lion, we get asked that quite a bit, and bottom line, I'm one guy, and I make all the commercials, I make the show, I make the lists, I just don't have enough time to be in, because then it's like, well, why aren't you at Reddit? Why aren't you, it's like, I've got a Facebook page so I can share entire lists, and that's about it. Well, this could be better. Let's, I'm going to trip this right now because we need some options here. We'll at least hit Battle Screech at this rate, but this is not really how you want to be going. Probably have a Cannonade main, I would think. Oh, can you share the creature type on that, Shirazman? I haven't been too into that, but yeah. And the one deck I was really not wanting to see was Jeskai Ephemerate, and it looks like that's what we're going to be facing here, straight up. So we got a nice turn next turn, but we're getting a little clogged with mid-range, a lot of our ending spells. So if we can get there, we might be able to do something. It's a kind of turn where you almost want to cast a Prismatic for nothing just to get it in the yard so that you can overextend. All right. Well, our opponent's not having any problem getting the right mana. We've got 2 dead cards in our hand. There's a Basilica right when we don't want it, right? I'll walk right into this. If he's got it, he's got it. Next turn, I'll do the thing, but I'm just going to set up here. If they've got a main deck sweep spell, good times. I mean, we don't have to really worry about Clark Kent Shaman because it can only kill the Inspector. Yep, that's a brutal. I'm so used to like the first round just going either drawing horribly or something like that being in our opponent's opener, so you can't really even blame him. It's a damn good card, and if anybody's going to go wide, it's a backbreaker, as we just saw. But now we'll be able to slow roll out the Battle Screech and at least get our Basilica online. We might be able to use our Harsh Sustenance on a bouncing, what do you call, flickering sort of technology creature. We'll see. Experiment 1. Oh my gosh, that's the thing getting upgraded? Wow. Scratch that. I'm going to hope that they don't have it again, and we're going to go all in with this again. Try to reset and build an insta army. This is going to be a Soul Crusher if they've just got another Cannonade, but I'm going to hope that they don't. The onus is on us to just win right now. Well, that suggests they don't have it. But we see the power of Doom Traveler. It still comes back. And we're just going to go for the win next turn. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Not quite, but if we top deck a Swamp, we'll have it because we can Harsh Sustenance to the face. Just glad that this isn't an Archaeomancer. Experiment 1. Yep, we're just dead dogs to Fiery Cannonade. That's, again, why I run Prismatic, because you've got 2 answers for the problem card. Whereas, you know, Hollow, yeah, you gain 30 life and you have this nice aha moment. But then the next one gets you. Still have to draw them, which is what we're not doing here. Uh-oh, we're dead. All right. This is gross at this stage. He's getting Ephemerate back? That's insulting. Maybe we're going to have to play our Guardian's Pledge as a defensive move, right? Dang. They've got it all. I could do the big I told you so, but they do have counter magic a lot of times. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 we can hit for. So if we hold back and we do the old I told you so with Guardian's Pledge, I'm not quite sure if that's the right move or not. I don't want to use it defensively. Next turn he does that. So they do have access to counter magic. I'm going to let our team go. We're just going to smash and try to get his life total down as much as possible. I'll drop this. If he has a counter, I'm going to actually feel good about this, because then if I would have waited, then I would have not gotten in any damage and still had the option there. So, yeah, make no dispersions. We're definitely losing this one. Probably the match, if I was to be honest. There's quite a bit of firepower. We got to have our Macabre show up to stop what's happening to us right now, which is this butchering. The Swamp might give him pause, but any good player is not going to let us untap or do too much here. And as you can see, we don't really have a Goblin Caves effect in white, meaning double backside defense pump. We only have one. There's some instants that do it, but they're not worth playing. Oh, might be sending a Grixis Serpentine Curve Lift I made this morning. Game 3, Flooded, and they rip creature. Good example of what variant is. Sending your way with $10. Oh, nice. Yeah, we'll have to play it in the next few weeks if all goes through and such. But if you got any tips on playing it too, make sure to incorporate those, because a lot of times I'm only able to give it a good go a few times. But then we can make it all whenever anybody wants to donate to the show and have a league outing and fund it, then we make the show kind of all about you. So if you got any shout outs or favorite MTG commercials that we've produced in the past or whatnot, we can go from there. So, all right, well, at least he gets his Archaeomancer out of there. They've only got 2 cards. Problem is, oh, thanks a lot, Prismatic. What a jerk. I'm gonna do this now just because we don't really need these lands, and I want to get we don't need that many lands. We'll do this. Great. Alrighty, well, that does absolutely nothing. Okay, I mean, we're drawing everything in reverse, right? Could have been a blowout if we had one of our strands main, especially with that slow draw. We could have just burned one and saved one of those cannonades. Opponents just got everything we don't like to see. Dispel, Graveyard Recursion with Fiery Cannonade. So, here comes this. It's pretty unlikely we're going to be able to get back 13 critters and be able to Harsh Sustenance them to the face, but we'll see what we can do. And we're also down a little bit on time, so. Yo, Mr. Chatterbox here. Another creature I don't really want to be seeing is a Seeker of the Way. I mean, we do have 8 ways out of it, being like the life gain ability where you block with a creature, sack it to Village Rites or whatever, and keep moving. But speaking of sacking, here we go. And we'll drop a Swamp. Why not? Get him a little scared. At least make him not pick on us with Cleansing Wildfire game 2. They might be like, oh, does he only have Basilicas there? Had the most depressing outing at Legion Gaming Store in real life out here in Hawthorne area. And we went there last week, father and son, and we were like the only players, but everybody's going to collectively start going a lot later, they said. So there's that. I'm all right. Tempted to just try to get some Village Rites going here. I mean, they got 1-for-1 removal, which they probably do. Yeah, let's try to draw something into this. Gives white weenie something it's never had token-wise. It's usually a kind of a top deck centric list, and with these you're able to at least draw some stuff. So, all right, we're locked out here, guys. We're just going to roll up our sleeves, go to game 2, and see if we can get a little bit better. I could almost set my clock to what I knew I was going to face this list because it's the worst one. If I said that about elves, right? In Chimpskey, we would face elves right out of the gate. So, Jake Opaque, nice name. Moving to a new city in July. Hope they have a nice Pauper scene. Oh, yeah? Not to get too personal, but about where, you think? All right, we're going to bring these in. Prismatic Strands for sure. I'm not going to... I don't think I'm even going to... Lumithread Field's only good if I get both of them out in this matchup, so I'm actually going to lose it. We want Dust to Dust too, because we can really slow them down. I'll get rid of a Cenn's Enlistment. Maybe not. Maybe not. That's the one that can keep coming. I'll get rid of a Rites. I like the Veteran. We don't really need the life gain here. It's nice, but I think this is going to be one of our weaker cards in this matchup. So we'll get rid of that. Maybe one Veteran. And... don't want to screw up my curve too much. I guess one more Veteran here. Oh, let's rock like that. We've got Graveyard Hate. We've got ability to pick on their lands and get rid of them for good. Let's see if we can do this. Don't think I'm going to need... Don't want to overboard. We might be overboarding, but I think I'm going to keep it to this. Harsh Sustenance. Oh, no, not with a... Stonehorn Dignitary looking us up. If we can lock down or we can kill the ability to wipe our team, that's our way in. And we've got a Macabre, we got everything. We'll keep this. I think the right sequencing here... Oh, it doesn't really matter, actually. I can get in with the Doom Traveler. This is a really good hand, I'm not going to lie. We can Dust to Dust, turn 3. We can... apply early pressure here, and it's our best creature to sacrifice because you get the 1/1 flyer upgrade out of it. Propaganda, says Alexa Souza. Do you have a card that deserves to be banned in Pauper? Yeah, I don't think flicker effects. I'd go after Ephemerate, and a Ghostly Flicker would probably be my 1/2. If I could just wave a wand and make them go. All right, let's see. If I drop this, then I got that. Then I got the turn 3. Okay, so we'll do this to this to this. And hope for the best. And keep my finger off that F6 button. Go from Rockford. Not much of a Pauper player base up here. Yeah, Commander's a lot of fun. All right, so we just got it here. I do want to cycle here. We'll go get a Swamp. Play the Basilica. You know what? I don't think I want to play the Basilica here. In case they have just a red... and they pull us off basics. I'm going to save that for just a little bit since we can naturally hit our 3-drop here. I'm going to drop here and just attack. If they want to destroy a basic for me to go get a basic, fine, but I don't want to be set back 2 there. Dang it. Well, we still can't. Of course, now this is when they pause, right? It's like, gosh darn it. Now we don't have 2 artifacts. We'll go like this. They're going to counter something. Problem is I need to do this now. So I'm going to actually... We'll dispute right now. He wants to counter it with a Dispel. Cool. I just need a little bit more firepower. Okay, not the greatest, but we'll see. Alrighty. They're doing the old keep their artifacts back. Don't let 2 land sort of thing. Maybe. I think Peoria might have some Pauper. Oh, nice. Oh, 75 miles. That's quite the commitment for Pauper. No joke there. You know, I think that was a bit of a misplay. I should have probably Rites. No, because then I couldn't have got the token. So never mind. In other words, I don't know what I'm talking about. All right. We'll drop here. Returning this. Attacking here. Deck's not doing us any favors. Really wish that treasure token was a blood token at this stage. Giving our opponent way too much time, but we've got quite a few things. Welcome, Orange in the house. What's up, Pauper people? Nichols back. All right, good to see you. Pauper Tim as always. All right, here comes the pain. So we're playing Orzhov Tokens. I called it gray tokens because mix black and white, and there you go. Okay. Well, at least we've got a target and a ephemerate, but good news is we've got multiple dust to dusts. Hopefully we can make one. Yeah, this is when it's going to show us Battle Screech, right? Clog the gates. Now we've been waiting for this to finally go online. I'm sure this is just getting negated or something. We'll see. I'm going to throw this down. We'll rock here and do the obvious play of this and this. See if we can get there. Okay, turn aside. We cannot. We will attack. And we'll do it again because we have a treasure token. Try to wrap up the game here. See if we can keep them off lands. Let's go. That's right. Problem is we only have a 1/1 flyer. Plenty of lands. This is when we do want to see Cenn's Enlistment show up, so we've got an option. All right, come on. Where's our swarm at now? Damn it. Oh, of course. Basic red. Now they've got the answer. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, I'm not going to complain about that. We can block that all day long, but let's not do that in case he just wants to cannonade before we do damage. The other night I was playing a similar list, and I was playing this, but I was playing against, a cannonade style deck, and I was able to Village Rites into a prismatic while it was on the stack. That was pretty fun. Drop 2. I need pressure right now, so I think I'm going to I'll pop the clue right now. Draw some cards. Hey, that's pretty cool. All right. We're almost in business. We just need one of our swarmers, like Battle Screech, to show up or something. I hate that they drew like probably their one basic, right? It's like, son of a gun. Huh. Alrighty. Tempted to throw that Strands in the yard right now, but it's kind of a folly play. Yeah, we'll go get a land. It doesn't really hurt us too much. Come on now. Hardcast Macabre for pressure, yeah, if we could now, right? Son of a gun. I'll bring this out. Yeah, we've got the board answered. We just don't have any pressure showing up here, giving our opponent way too much time. Yeah, no, I'd consider, especially since we have 2 and they're kind of stultified on their production here. But that was fun to be able to double dust to dust thanks to the token there, and that was cool. Almost missed that, not gonna lie. There's one target. There's another. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. You know what? This is going to be blocked all day long. I think because I've got an opening here, I'm just going to try to get more firepower right now. Doing 1 damage a turn is pretty sad. God dang. Enough lands and enough sideboard. Let's go. All right, there we go. Will I be safe if I do that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. Okay. I'm just going to pull the trigger, guys. God, it's going to take up a lot of their turn. We've got Prismatic backup. Let's see if we can get there with our flying creatures. These things look pretty badass. They're like, roar, just out of frame. I like that. They're just screeching out of the aether there. Pow. Okay. And we do it again. And that's why we love Prismatic Strands. Red. Okay. Now he probably draws the other Dispel, right? It's like, son of a... Leave the nice target there. How many Pauper decks do I have in paper? Too many. I have everything, really. I've got pretty much... The only card I'm missing is a Goblin Grenade. Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. But we're just going to fly and attack here. Sure would be nice to beat this list. This is, like I said at the top of the show, the number one thing we don't want to see is Jeskai Ephemerate. We've got a lot of weapons and answers. Any two-color deck's going to have that, but... All right, here we go. Thanks for joining me, everybody. So happy to have you here on this Saturday Propaganda Show. Oh, if you're watching on YouTube, please do the old like, subscribe, and don't forget to do all those shenanigans. Help me out a little bit. Our number's been climbing slowly and slowly, but that's how we like to go. All right, so we've got 2 more targets. Keeping them honest with these dust to dusts. And I'd really like to see another you-know-what. Hey, that's pretty cool, but it's not really going to do too much for our game right now. I'm going to blast this and this. Let's get them out of there. Keep their resources honest at least, right? That's the last land I'm going to play for a while. I'm going to play this and hold back on the rest of them just so I can... if he's got the Cannonade play, I can at least... And we're also bluffing that we have another Prismatic in our hand. So I kind of like this sequence here. Plus, you know, they're kind of... That's another reason we're bad against this list, is we're forced to do this. If we do draw Harsh Sustenance right now, we almost win. You can even react to the Stonehorn Dignitary being bounced if you want to go that way, because you can target a creature too. Personally, I usually go for the face. There's another delicious artifact. Okay, let's wait and see what they target. Show game log. Targeting Ephemerate. All right, well, we'll get rid of both Ephemerates here first. No soup for you. That's why I like those better than Relic. I've got options for both, but well, this might be a fun time to quadruple block here and get rid of that Stonehorn Dignitary. I like that play. And just in case he's got some sort of snap shenanigans, we'll go in with 5 here. It's only a 1-for-1 loss here, and I think maybe the fairy play put him on tilt. I don't know. It can't be that new tech, right? At least we get rid of that option for bouncing things. All right. Hey, look at this. So I'm just going to do this main. One of my favorite plays. It's an instant, but you don't have to do it as an instant. See what they react with. All right. Wow, that's feels like we've won the whole round, because that's a very hard matchup. We're going into game 3, which is we haven't really drawn lights out. We've had those clunky draws where it's like, here's your sideboard 3 card. Oh, now you're torn between playing the 3 spell or the Battle Screech, and so we haven't had much very good flow. That's what I'm trying to say here. I'm going to lose 1 rights. I felt like in this matchup, I don't know. It felt pretty interesting doing it that way. Why is Prismatic out? I thought I had all 4 of them in. Okay, we'll rock like this. Boop. A lot of our creatures, when they do die, they come back. So that's pretty cool. Alrighty. Well, we've got everything except mana. Boy, if I had 1 Basilica here, this would be just a snap keep. But we've got to throw this back, guys. I mean, we've got an early play, and then what? We've got defense, so we're going to hit him 20 times. I don't think so. Mulligan. Okay, this is what happens when you face your worst deck. Okay, we'll keep this. We have to keep our food. I'll get rid of 1 of these. Oh, boy. And I guess a dispute. We do have card draw in the Hawk here, so I'll lose the dispute. Done. Dang it. Not that. Let's not do it like that. Not like this. All right, we'll pull this out here. We'll go get a Swampy OT, and then hopefully we can just dust to dust honestly. That's just always the way. It doesn't matter what deck you're playing, whatever the Nemesis deck is. That's usually when you draw bad. At least that's been my experience. I don't know about you guys. Maybe I just complain too much. It's a byproduct of playing too much MTG, right? Boop. We'll bring this out. Tomorrow will be on Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. Early. Can't do it tomorrow if you're watching on YouTube or whatnot. I think I'm going to keep that in hand. Yeah, we could Hawk here. Always sucks when you wait on Hawk one turn and then you draw a second one. It's like, but that's great when you're up against control. What do I mean by that? Well, you put it out there and then they're like, counter. And you're like, okay, Squadron Hawk. It's like, oh, okay, I get it. The other thing, too, I had a Skyfisher engine with, your typical things, the Icar Wellspring style cards and such. And in the end, I wanted cards that I really didn't care too much about because we're going for a swarm mentality. And you could argue you might want to fit in one Guardian of the Guild pack here to just kind of be a Monarch Thief sort of card. But okay, well, we've got options here. I'll play this out now. And we'll do this just so I have a play next turn. I really want to find a prismatic here. We're not really inspiring much hate here. Much confidence, I should say. Like I said, I'm just happy we got a W against this beast. Yeah, I used to call these Mulligan Hawks for that same reason, Nichols. I still call them that. Sometimes they can feel really like, hey, it's not so bad. Is this the episode of Propaganda Sponsor? Yes, it is. Chris at Carousel Games is, I think this is probably the 6th or 7th. I don't know. I should probably tally those up so I don't start burning the midnight oil. But it affords us cool ways to enter leagues with super rogue lists like the one you're seeing here. And having a lot of fun. We're going to block. And then we're going to Village Rites. And then we might get just taken to the bank. But if he wants to use a Cannonade on 2 creatures, that's pretty suspect, right? Ayo! Okay. Come on, drop another artifact. What I do love about this list is that, it can kind of keep up with the card draw, and White's always had a deficit of that, so it's nice to see. Nice to have the option for. What on earth? Oh, man, we just get wiped out. But you know what? If he's got it, he's still got to kill his own dude. It'll kill our Chaomancer. I don't know if I want to... 3, 6, 9, 12. I think we leave that one in the yard. I don't want to get too reckless here. Hopefully they have another artifact. We can have a little tit-for-tat battle over that while I keep pecking them in the air with these. Thank you for that, Nichols. Always good to have you guys on my side, because like I said, anybody that's tried to play and stream at the same time and talk as much as I do, you can get into trouble real quick. Is Dust to Dust any cheaper in MTGO than in paper? I have no idea. Caesar the Geezer, nice to hear from you. And I don't think we've seen you in the chat before, so thank you for chiming in. Yeah, I think MTG Goldfish will show you paper in real life. Somebody in the chat can probably help you with a link there. There we go. Shrazman with it. Yeah, I splurged and got them because they're originally from the dark, which is when I started playing Magic, so I was like all in. Okay. Like I said, when you know your Hawks and stuff are going to die, it's fun to like quadruple block like we did or quintuple block like we did last game. All right, we're feeling safe now. We'll throw out our blocker. Yo. And we'll attack. Believe me, I would love to show you guys some new sideboard tech or defensive tech with not that isn't Prismatic Strands, but there's a reason Prismatic Strands is such a house. I mean, it's a double-sided Wrath of God if you play it right. It's just brutal. And it's very hard to beat. And most of the reason is that flashback, as we just saw, you know. It's like, oh, I'm going to go do this again. It's like, well, so am I. White gets to do something twice. So as we saw just last game, Dispel. It's like, okay, still on the stack. Do it again. As backbreaking as Hollow can be, if you bring that up in chat, a lot of people don't know what Hollow is. It's the 1 white mana instant. You prevent all the damage and then you gain that much life. And in a scenario like this, it's every creature. So that's what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. And then you'd prevent 14 and gain hideous amounts because each one of those instances you would gain 2 life for. And as intoxicating as it looks, I just haven't found too many times when it works. When it does, it feels like, you know, you won the lottery. But I'd much rather have the assurance when I'm putting tickets on the line, or at least Carousel Games tickets on the line. I want to try to represent a little bit better than that. The Ephemerate lock has been achieved. If that red taps for anything other than Cannonade this turn, we will attempt to trip the clue so that we can stop these shenanigans from happening again next turn, because they're pulling away with this slowly. Got him at 13, though. Good grief. We really need our Macabres to show up. Even a relic at this point would be appreciated. Okay. Hey, we got a target for you-know-what. Dust to dust. And it's going to get both red if it works. Problem is we can only do it once. So tempted to trip that clue, but if he's got Cannonade, he's just got it. So we'll attack first. At least get our damage in. And hope for the best there. Attack. Oh, shoot. I don't know why I attacked with that. That was dumb. Punt number 1. In case he does have Cannonade, it'd be funny to kill that instead. Definite punt there. Alrighty. Yeah, we'll give it a go. See if we can cut him off of that. That's probably going to get countered. Got it. I'll play this out. We get absolutely squished otherwise, but... Remember when I was bitching about having too many lands? It'd be nice to just a few more. A braid. Okay. I think our mana base and our get up is kind of spooking our opponent a little bit. They don't quite know what we're on. Are we hurting? It's a little obvious we need a little bit more mana than we've got, so... Ephemerate coming right back. Boy, we really need Macabre to show up. I mean, we've got some, like a 2-turn clock here, but not with our Chaomancer getting back everything he wants. Good news is there's 2 red sources. One of them's white, so if he wants to do the shenanigans, we'll at least have the option there. What's he going to grab now? There's no white source, so I think I have to go for the lands again this turn. I mean, I know they probably drew an answer. Maybe turn aside or something, but they don't have an Ephemerate turn here. Okay. Let's do the Prismatic Strands again. Let's do it. All right. I'm going to act like we've got Village Rites. We're going to go from here to here, and hopefully there's no turn aside here. Thank God. Get them off of that stuff. All right, we're going to attack, and we're going to make sure we don't lose an Inspector gadget this turn, all right? I'm really afraid of the picking on our swamp there. It's not going to set us back tempo-wise, but then we're going to be forced to have an Orzhov Basilica if we need to lean on any sort of Harsh Sustenance shenanigans. It's a lot more competitive than I thought it would be against Jeskai Ephemerate. It's just one of those, you know, you brew long enough. I know in theory this was going to be like a nemesis matchup. Can they plus this spell drives you insane? It's a game. Makes you giggle. No, I'm really wishing we would have Battle Screeched. Dang it. Dust to dust, dust to dust. Must must. Must have the dust to dust. Oh, I love this. Don't have a dispel, and let's top deck something that matters. Maybe we, if we draw another dust to dust, I'd probably take out my own clue token and his bridge just to keep him off red. Wow, they got to lose 3 cards. I like this. Woo! Went to the beach yesterday with my wife. We just had a little mini vacation, had a real nice breakfast, went out, set up the little canopy so Mr. Baldy here, and just played games on the beach. Pretended we were like in some exotic locale. We were just right here in Southern California, but it was really nice. All for the price of $8 parking. So, see, I'm not a hypocrite. I'm a pauper in real life. I think we could do all this expensive stuff. Or we could do one of my favorite things, save money. I do believe, oh man, do I want to, we're most likely to draw a land. We just kind of have, what do you guys say? Trip a clue? It's the best case scenario. If we trip the clue, we get a land. I mean, Harsh Sustenance, the main, like, would be a nice kill card here, but I don't think whatever we top deck we're going to really want to see as much as just having a prismatic backup here. Birds from the Yarf. Keep strands up. Well, I'm tempted to just attack here. I do want to do strands up. I like that sequence. Let's pull that off. I think that try to go for the win next turn, considering he might have another scenario there. God, if I knew I was going to draw a land, I would trip that clue, no problem. Let's go. Problem, man, look at that yard. He's just nice. Got 1 red source. Just didn't want to feel naked there, tripping that clue, and then if we don't hit a land, it's like, oh boy. Now we're really naked. Oh man, I only got 4 minutes. I better watch my mouth here. Where are Macabres? That could have been relevant, right? If we top deck a Macabre, but not at the expense of losing our whole team. Ephemerate showing up. Okay. Oh, I love The Boys, Alex Soza. It's one of my favorite shows on TV. Little overly graphic this year. Like, it's almost like they're writing in reverse to just be shocking for the shock's sake. But, okay, if they don't hit a land here, I will trip both clues. That's land counts. I like this play. We can't attack here. Double clue EOT, that's for sure, because now we got 2 targets in that. Oh, you want to play, huh? Really? Huh. Do I put Prismatic in the yard? I do not. I think I'm going to block here. Just in case he's got a little bolt action rifle. Pow! No ephemerate for you, Draw Engine Man. Zoink. Can't attack this turn anyway. We'll go here, keeping the black open in case we draw something delicious. We did not. I'll draw here. Okay. And away we go. We cannot attack this turn. Oh, of course, that's when it shows up. All right. Let's roll like here. Frustrating. Fun game, though. I didn't think we stood a chance, but here we are being competitive. I know. Where's Macabre? You know, for all the credit I give that card and all the public shout-outs for year after year, people rolling their eyes when I always have it in my list, you would think they'd have a little bit more respect for showing up to the party. Ephemerate. Only one way to do it. That Razortide Bridge. Yeah, we've got options, bit rocks with we have Harsh Sustenance in our deck too. If we top deck it, we can just zap them and win the game. But at this stage, they definitely have one of their dispels. We haven't seen one yet, so. And we could technically play Duress. I don't really want to go that route, though. I'm going to chance cracking this clue. And I'll tell you why. Because he'll lose his little engine there. We'll lose a whole lot, but we've got quite a reset hand here. That's fine. I mean, it sucks, but we at least turn that off. Okay. There we go. And Screechericho. All right. Let's do... We'll just bring out some birds here. Gotta watch my time, boy. Nope, we've already done it. I'm going to bluff like we've got a Village Rites. Nope. And then we'll play this, returning this. And we'll hold off here. And for time's sake, I'm going to yield through this turn. Can't really do anything, so. They might. I mean, it's pretty brutal. They've got the Ardent Elementalist in the yard still, and yeah, good call, Nichols. Our sequencing is getting pretty low here. Stonehorn Dignitary already locked us out of next turn. We're 3 times down on land. Like I said, don't expect to win this game. I'm just glad it's competitive. Okay. Well, we can turn off that red source and get something that matters. That might be pretty cool. Let me go here with this. We'll just blow up our own land. See if they're going to let us. They kind of have to, because if we've got a dust to dust, it makes for a pretty chancy play there. All right, we've got another one there. I think I'll rock here. Do we just dust to dust again? I'll pull this guy off. We'll keep this up just in case we draw dust to dust here and they don't have any answers for sorceries and such. Drawing lots of good stuff here. Here we go. Boop. I think I got to go double red. Yeah, let's take both of these out. I got turn aside, counterspell. All right. We can't attack. Dead in the water. Woohoo! Goes and gets that back. We can get up to 5 creatures or top deck our Harsh Sustenance. This is still a game. I know a lot of you are like, what are you doing? You're locked out. And it's like, we are. We've used up 1 counterspell. Problem is, you know, Archaeomancer can instantly get back that counterspell if our opponent plays their cards right, which they usually do. Maybe they'll get greedy here and be worried too much about Stonehorn. I think the addition of black's really warranted here. It's nice to have that hope instead of just top deck mode where you can just sack it. Oh yeah, Affinity definitely the best. I'm a bit afraid of it. I mean, we got Dust to Dust, and I think I would lean on hitting their creatures with Dust to Dust and then my journeys and then just chump blocking and try to win through the air. A lot of them run a little bit too heavy on Clarkhand Shaman, and our air power might get there. These are all theories. Don't know. how likely this scenario is. Okay. Well, let's do some stuff here. We'll go 1, 2. Let's bring these guys out. We're locked out of combat, so we might as well do the thing. All right. That's interesting. We'll do it again. Can't attack anyway. And we have an ability there. Yeah, I guess we'll just hold off here. Again, we're just looking for that Harsh Sustenance. We've got enough creatures to do it. Again, you know, they have the answer in Archaeomancer, but if we can just catch them over tapping maybe or something, there's a slight ray of hope. We'll play it to the end. It's only a minute or so to go here. This is why I've always had an argument against Ghostly Flicker and Ephemerate. This is just unfair magic. It's like, hey, all my best spells over and over and over again. Once or twice, you know, with maybe something like a Cloud Shift, I think it's called, or something. It's like, all right, you got to kind of go in a 1-1 ratio there, but a wee bit broken. Now, if there were more things like Macabre and you could, every color had a nice option. I mean, Macabre's not really a color, but you know what I mean. That would be something. As it sits now, we're going to block with a bird token, draw a card, hopefully. I don't think they want a cannonade in a scenario like this. We'll block here, and then we'll write. Boop, boop. You'll do the turn. Outside of losing the early Thraben Inspector, I haven't had more than that one punt, so they will happen. We're at 11. All right, there goes our team. That sucked. This suggests they just have another cannonade in hand with that mana up especially. 8 cards. And we'll start gaining some life here. Alrighty. We'll pull this guy off first. And we'll do him. We're kind of stuck here, so I don't want to have to do this, but I think I'll drop 1 Screech. Get our numbers respectable enough. Crunch. All right. Oh, that makes things easy. Or return the swamp. I mean, yeah, that's what I said. Yeah. And both our guys can die. Oh, I think black has plenty of good enter the battlefield triggers. My favorites are just draw cards. They just got everything. If we don't, you know, to our credit, we've dug as fast and deep as we can with tripping the tokens. We've got Village Rites, Dispute, and we just haven't found 3 of our Macabres or 1 of our Relics. And that's just how the game goes, you know. Sometimes it's always when you're up against your worst matchup, you draw the worst. I'll block because I want to get in some damage. Again, if he wants to trip a, you know what, it's cool. Go even on life here. All right. Well, he's already got the Archaeomancer cracked, so let's crack this and see if we can get lucky. Oh wait, no, I thought that was a clue for a second. I'm out of it. We just don't have the time either. Say nope. And we'll rock with the Enlistment. Yo. Treasure token being pretty sneaky, and that we can kind of do a hidden alpha strike. Got Prismatic Strands available. It doesn't look like we do. 30 seconds to go. Here we go. Elementalist showing up. Good times, good times. Ephemerate. All right. Yep. What's he grabbing now? Wait. They're supposed to be the ones low on time, right? I would just like to get this in the yard. Hup, let's go thin out our options here. We're losing. I mean, we've got 16 seconds here, guys. Yield through the turn. Yeah, there's plenty of things that grant indestructible, but it's a 1-for-1 spell, and they've, you know, they're going to have their, you know, just their counter magic. So you sit there and wait for your little aha moment, and then just doink, counter it. Or Ephemerate, go get a counter spell, counter it. And that's why we really need Macabre, because it can't be countered. We just hope that they're playing too disciplined too. I mean, our only chance that they stop that and we're able to just, you know, sneak in. I mean, it's a pipe dream. It's ridiculous. We got 10 seconds here. We'll die the valiant fight. But we're definitely starting off in no-go land. They got us. We'll just put the L. See what we draw next, you know. We could be Prismatic Stranding here, but... Alrighty. Well, I thought we'd lose to that deck, and we did. It was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. Very, very close matchup there. Problem was, it was such a long match that now I got to use the restroom. So, we're going to learn a little bit about sideboards, and I'll be back right after this, hopefully with some W's.
Welcome to Sideboards Explored, Gaining Life. Weather the Storm leads the pack in this category, assuming you have access to green mana, often netting upwards of 20 life. This card is the hallmark of life gain. Sylvok Lifestaff is a bastion of hope against damage, brilliant in creature combat. However, be careful when playing this, as it can really make games go long. Watch your clock. Crypt Incursion's strength to eat an aggro player's graveyard and gain horrific amounts of life are not to be overlooked. In the right deck, the scale of life gain this can reach will cause many opponents to scoop out of sheer frustration. Siphon Life is a cool and synergistic way around prevention effects, while at the same time providing a life swing. Its retraceability is a fantastic way to prevent flooding late game. Unexpected Fangs has become quite expected in many swamp-based strategies. When paired with a massive creature like Gurmag Angler, it can keep you safe from those burn matchups, usually in one swing. In the right deck, Harsh Sustenance can be both a life boon and an instant speed kill spell, especially if your opponent is hiding behind a Fog-style Stonehorn Dignitary type of lock. For 3 mana, Pulse of Marasa is a lot of card, netting you a fallen critter with the massive upside of big life gains.
Is there more to entertainment than 500-channel TV and zillion-dollar movies? Turning the sound up and your mind off? Is there still a place where fun involves thinking, imagining, doing? Some of us think so, and we find it in a game. Magic the Gathering. All you need to play is a brain, a deck, and a friend.
And we're back. Timed that one just right. And we've got an okay hand. Lacking black sources, but I'm not going to let that hold us back. We'll keep. All right, here we go. Mono Black Ninja sounds intriguing. Another heavyweight list across from us. Let's see what we can do. Hey, Harsh Sustenance, where were you last game, huh? Whose team are you on anyway? I'm thinking, you know, I thought 3 Macabres and a Relic would get there. We did draw what we're at our 20. We had 25 cards left all 4 of our sideboard cards were hiding. That's a bit frustrating. Fae, maybe? Yeah. Notes as we go. Let's go. Well, there's that. We'll go get a swamp. Confuse the hell out of our opponent. More confusion. Get a critter down. Yeah. Got all kinds of options. Copper. There we go. These clue tokens always look like a crane in the wild, you know. You see them, those big old beaks standing stock still. So what deck does Orzhov Tokens prey upon? Quite a few. It's got those smash draws with is this familiars? Or is this just a variant of Dimir? Interesting. The problem with this list compared to just the mono white one is that burn can be close in theory because we don't have that much life gain. Got a bit, but not enough. Alrighty. I say we... Let's dispute now. At least get our mana right. Okay, well, we've got to play in that. Well, we'll be all right. I mean, technically, I don't like to hoard those Guardian's Pledge. Sometimes I just like to try to get there, and in other words, I don't get greedy and wait till I can just Alpha Strike and get them like at -16 life. It's like sometimes just good to tap, go, boom, ride the cadence of the turn. We'll probably have a snuff out headed our way, but hey, we're happy with them losing life to do it. So they'll have a 2/3 flyer next turn. That's going to kind of shut down the options. Make them sweat. I think we're going to trip the token and kill the Traveler EOT. Probably going to run into a Fae. What's neat about this too is sometimes you can just, it's that typical, you know, like, oh, you want to kill my creature? I'm going to kill it first. Of course, they can answer with that here too, but whatever. Boop. We'll get our flyer online. Okay. We still get a 1/1 flyer, and we use up their counterspell. That's cool. All right, 369. Hey, I don't know about that. Do we pull the trigger now? I think I want to just draw a card here. Okay. We still got options in that. Can pledge next turn. They'll probably use a counterspell on another dispute. Right now, Suffocating Fumes, if they are running it, it's only going to be a 1-for-1, so we're feeling all right. Despite being down one game, I mean, we've only played one, but I'm feeling really happy with this list. Like I said, having a Friday off and having a whole day to just kind of tinker. Thought about it in the morning. I left my better self, meaning my son Aaron. I left him the list and had him go over it. Not his style, so he didn't really help that much, I'm not going to lie. I think he was just sleepy. He started a new job. Now's when you wish you had more flyers and some journeys, right? Foretold. Well, we got some good blockers. Let's get rid of one of these. Okay. This is getting interesting. I'm just going to do a setup turn here. We can kill that Gurmag Angler next turn if we want to point the Harsh Sustenance at them, but I don't want to. Always you. We can't do really much anything here. All right. Cool thing is if, let's see, we can do 6 to the face. That might be pretty cool. I think they're more likely to counter Guardian's Pledge than Harsh Sustenance. Let's assume they have Counterspell in hand. We can do both. So, what shall we do? We can pledge now. It gets countered. Let's do that. So before you commit, you know, let's say we attack with everything and then they do great blocks and we go, aha, and they say counterspell. You're screwed. So do it this way. Play it at sorcery speed. It's like a Mother May I. It's like, let's see where this goes. You don't have to play it as an instant. It's your card. You bought it. Oh, what's this targeting? It's targeting that, eh? Well, we're going to do this now anyway. We can, while we have creatures. It's just what do we target? We can kill the angler, go up a whole bunch of life, or we can really get him close to dead. I say close to dead. So if they got snuff out, it's really going to hurt. Oh, boy, does that hurt. Jesus. Oh. Yeah, I thought we had the little 1-2 aha, but they got the double aha on us, so this really hurts. We still hit him for 3, but whew. Well played, Dragon 7K. Nice move. That really eviscerated our board. Yep, sometimes they got one more than you do, and in that scenario they do. You don't see Echoing Decay all that much anymore, so. That was brutal. We had the win, and then we didn't. This is definitely a journey deck. Sit back on just a few quality creatures. I'll bring in the journeys, stop this kind of stuff from happening. Right now, it ain't over yet, but it's getting pretty close. Come on now. All right. All right. We'll bring this out. I'm going to be forced to just kind of... I'm going for it. And with the scenario as it is now, 1 fume's down. Yeah, I'm going to go. Boop, boop, boop. Well, let's rock. Probably should have kept that spirit back if I want to block the angler, but we're at 21 life, so I don't think that's necessary now. If he's got another fumes, this is just going to be one of those, like, did everybody know what I was bringing to the first 2 rounds here? Yeah, they probably only have 1 main board, but they drew it, and that's not what we've been doing today. Especially, God, last round that was frustrating with all those 3 macabres and no way to get there. Got a little lose focus. Very nice spell. Don't see it too often. I think we got them a little nervous with that Harsh Sustenance, though. They're like, good grief, what's this guy packing? What's he got options for? All right. Do I triple block the... I do not. We'll go to 15 and hope for the best. Alrighty. That's kind of cool. Before I do that, let me trip this. Let's see what we get at least. Alrighty. We'll bring out the veteran in case our board gets wiped again. We'll bring this dude out. Hello. And I'm going to go get me a Monarch here. Booyah. Go ahead and kill it. That's a good sign. They're using quality removal on tokens. Goes another one. We get them to 5. We don't have another Harsh Sustenance. My initial design had 2 main and just a little bit too much. Excessive blowout, and we still might be able to pull this off. But boy, Echoing Decay is brutal against tokens, so that's why I'm very happy that they blocked a birdie. Well, this isn't going to get in, so I might as well block with it. We'll take 4. Sure like this Lunarch Veteran. I will admit when I am wrong, and that was one of the cases of being wrong. I didn't see that card coming. I thought it was like just okay, but it's a lot of card. Anything comes back from the yard deserves respect. Speaking of respect, Chid3 finally saw his video. He played a bunch of disturbed creatures, and it was pretty interesting. It was just the old, more than the sum of its parts sort of scenario, right? It's pretty cool. All right, so now I'm feeling happy because if he does have Echoing Decay, we can still get there. If you know what I mean? We'll go like this. Well, here, he's probably going to kill that. Still get in for 3 here. Be cool if we can Village Rites right into you know what. So he's going to do that main. We're going to beat him to it. Draw some cards. It's not the ones we want. All right. We get him to 2. Or 3. But we do get Monarch. We could technically draw... Prismatic would be really nice here. Then we'll have the... Alrighty. I'd say we keep up a mystery card. Better than playing it. Okay, that's pretty good. Now they're going to have 2 blockers. It's going to be definitely like a reset turn. Depending on what they attack with, I might consider a double block here. They can't bring that back now. 4 cards in opponent's hand. Boy, this is close. This is a really competitive league so far. We're bringing Rogue and facing off against some pretty interesting matchups and scenarios here. Decision trees unite. I'm going to double block here. I don't want them to get Monarch. I want to be drawing the cards. You can only get him for 1 here. Well, that's pretty cool. What are they most likely to block? I mean, to kill. They're most likely to stop this, because this really keeps us in it. Where's your counter spell? Okay. Now we can do this for the maybe the win. They probably have a removal spell. And we'll just attack and hope for the best here. I mean, they've got to have a removal spell. That's a 1-for-1, and then we're dead next turn. Oh, okay, cool. Whew, the little engine that could. Just kind of a decision tree scenario there. You can't really blame our opponent. I didn't see too much graveyard interaction. I really hate Relic against Angler decks. I will bring these in against what we just played against, Jeskai Ephemerate, but I don't think it's worthy of that. Now, Lumithread Field is going to really shine here, so we're not seeing too much damage. So probably lose that for a Strands. Maybe keep 2 Strands main. This would be pretty funny against all the sagas, right? I don't think that's an enchantment, though, is it? Is that Modern Era? Is that an enchantment? Or does Saga fall under some different category? But yeah, oh, thank you for that, Nichols. I almost missed them. Journeys have to go in. We definitely want to keep this. It's a nice little surprise scenario. You know what? We actually don't. We're going to get rid of it. It is a nice option. Hold on. Let's build smart here. We've got these. We've got these. What's going to be kind of dead here? We don't really need life gain too much, so I'm going to lose 3 Wardens. Reason being, Lunarch Veteran, it's 2-for-1 card. If it kills it, as we just saw, it can come back. And so, same with Doom Traveler. Got a lot of nice outs there. If anything, you know, I might want to keep things 3 of, because we saw, let's do that. Lose one of these. I don't really want to lose. We're at 60 already. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about Echoing Decay. I'm not going to dumb down my board to do that. If he's got it, he's got it. We've got Deadly Dispute and Village Rites. That's 8 answers. Even Harsh Sustenance, we can tag our own dude if we need to. What am I talking about? Let's say he Echoing Decays. We have 50 bird tokens on the board. We can Harsh Sustenance our own token that's being targeted, and then that's the only one that dies. We gain like 50 life, and then their spell goes away. So that's good times. So journeys are going to be cool. We got double Lumithread for the -1 shenanigans. Not really feeling. I think 1 Prismatic might be enough. I'm going to bring in a Soul Warden, and we're going to go from there. Ha! It's an enchantment. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I don't want to be tripping them for the journeys, too. That would suck. Mana's good. I like this hand a lot. We'll keep... This is like when I play tested this. I had about 15, 20 games with it, mostly yesterday. Been kind of brewing this all week. But these are the kind of hands I was getting. And I kept saying to myself, I'm like, this is never going to happen on the stream. I'm going to get like Basilica, Basilica, Basilica. And everybody's going to laugh. All right. Let's do this to this to this. I think I'm going to roll like this. And we'll bring out this guy over the Inspector. Next turn we'll cycle, get a Swamp, play the Den, drop the Inspector, unless something changes. But we really like seeing this in this scenario. Cenn's Enlistment, horribly underplayed, but, you know, not many people going wide these days, so that's how I roll. All right, well, maybe a change of scenario here, folks. Let's play this dude out. See if it's worthy of a counter. I doubt it is. It's another thing, you know, you got cast down right now. It's like, is it really worth it? Okay. Nope. That's fine by me. We'll attack here. And then we'll just Basilica and get the game rolling here. Boink. All right. Not representing much damage, but the Cenn's Enlistment's going to enlist a lot of little Cenns. That's what it's there for. Thanks for joining me here, everybody, on this beautiful Saturday playing some Pauper. Sure hoping hexxen ruge is okay off in the Ukraine. Our thoughts and our minds and hearts and all that stuff are with him for sure, whatever that means. I know it sounds very trivial, but one of my favorite human beings on the planet that isn't related to me, Tim Kennedy. I know he was on the Joe Rogan Experience. Very good interview if you want to hear it. I haven't listened to Rogan very much lately, but man, some very, very, very strong strong points. Okay, I think I got to sit back on rights, and we'll just kill this at the end of turn. And I don't know, we've got an opening now. Let's attack. Maybe kill our dude now. I'm going to kill him now. We get 2 mana out of the deal. We did hit for 1. All right, we've got another scenario there. We drew into something pretty good. Let's go get another swamp. And can we play it? Nope, we can't. All right, we're at 7 lands. I mean, 7 cards. We're feeling pretty good. And what's really cool is every once in a while you'll go up against a counterspell opponent and they will start countering Cenn's Enlistment, and nothing makes me laugh on the inside harder. Cool. Well, they got the air power covered, so we'll just laugh all the way to the bank on this one. Do we start now, though? I'd like to get our life on board here, but I think I want to wait on that. I'm going to pull this here. We'll play the swamp. Yeah, we'll just do it all. Bloop bloop. What we really want to see is Lumithread Field. That's kind of a must fit in because we're getting that crucial scenario. Now Suffocating Fumes is a very valid play. They're not going to get like a 2 or 3 for 1. They're going to get a 4 for 1, and this is going to hurt. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we got a good journey target. We just need to draw the cards to get there. And we've got 2 Village Rites, so we're feeling all right. I didn't mean to rhyme that, by the way. We've got blockers for days. Feeling good. Now we got a new journey target. We'll just go low to the ground if that shows up. Okay. I don't care about this. We've got an opening. I want to go see if we can draw some tech here. Okay, we drew some tech. We'll do this to this. Yeah, that was a little misplay. Probably should have kept rights back. So that's like 1.5 punts today. Boop. A little too eager there. Yeah, we'll play this. We'll attack. What are you doing? The guys can't block. That's what. Good God, I wish I had a Lumithread. But even now, it's a 3 for 1, but it's not really because Kithkins just keep coming back, so we're feeling okay with that. Gonna cycle, just thin out our land a bit here. So we fall down. He's waiting for us to overextend, which unfortunately we're kind of forced to. It's always terrifying when you drop a Battle Screech and they're like, okay. And you're like, oh no, they got it. They really got it. Well, we can just kind of win sometimes too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's play here. Yeah, I'll just attack here. I'll try to get him down a crucial life. Do we do it now? I say we do. Let's do it like this. Is it a wallop or isn't it? Okay. So we'll sacrifice our Kithkin. That just feels a little bit better. Boy, glad I didn't draw this crap. Jeez. What a load. I think the last 2 times we've rights, we've gotten double lands, haven't we? I've only got 18 in the list. We've also thinned stuff out. Our the math is not helping us very much, is it? I mean, we do have Cenn's Enlistment, but it's feeling pretty underwhelming at the moment. Lots of Enlistment fodder, that's for sure. That's where I was thinking, but don't really want it right now that he's got a Modern Age online. You know, I like cute artwork and all, but that's so fragile looking, and it has this huge backside. I mean, that's like Skyfisher butt. Hey, Mtmentat's in the house. It's going good. I called what our worst matchup was, and it was our first round, as it usually is. So it's very competitive, though. It's a new brew I've been working on. It's just Orzhov Tokens. Been having some really, really fun games. Do I steal the Monarch or not? We've got that. 3. I keep the illusion up that I've got options here. Why did I tap 5? That's weird. Yeah, we'll get in this. Just to confuse them, I guess, right? That's okay, because now an enlistment will be all right. Hurting a bit here. We won the first game, so hopefully we can just win. Volcard. But that only means Skyfisher is fragile. It'd be funny to do. Remember that? I think it was in the 90s, that Big Butts rap song, and you could just do it to a bunch of creatures that have 3 toughness or more. Just keep zooming in on it. That'd be pretty cheesy. Don't like that. That gets them right back in the race here. All right, we'll lead off with this. It's fun to play a white deck that you probably want to have Bojuka Bog again. Speaking of Bojuka Bog, I'm not playing it. We're not going to draw any cards this turn. So I'll use this. Oops, I'm doing it again. That's so strange. Here we go. Boop. And we'll discard a land. Sure. We don't really need the artifacts. And we'll do this for Insta Army. He's probably got another Suffocating Fumes. We're stuck not doing too much here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want one more land. We've already thrown out a dispute. I guess technically I should do that. I'm going to trip this now in case we find a Village Rites. Okay. Oh, there's a neat scenario. It's probably going to have to be used as removal in this scenario, but he might keep something back to try to keep us off Monarch here. There is that. We can double Cenn's Enlistment if we get another land, but that's quite a bit of mana. Okay. I think they're just sitting on a counter spell. It's always a nice, safe feeling, isn't it? Attack with nothing. Okay. Oh, let's see. Kill the Geist and it just comes back, but it would lose lifelink. Does it lose the counter? If it had no +1 counters. Oh, it'll just die if I kill it. I think that just dies. Yeah. Look at me with my pretend rules knowledge. Let's do one for the team here. Darn. Cool. We are out of life gain country. You can attack with 2 flyers, force them to block make a bad block. What I really want to do is get a Hawk online here. I think this is a more important play to thin out our list and hopefully find, where are they, our Lumithread Fields. This is the one thing that doesn't really do too much damage. We just need that prevention to show up. We will attack. I have to use a good quality removal spell on this. Otherwise we get Monarch. And we gained about 5 life with that Harsh Sustenance, so that's pretty cool. All right, we're still really dead to, you know what. But I'm still going to pull one out. Oops. Here we go. Boop. Assuming that we have Village Rites, pretending that we do. Nope. Just want to keep this pressure up. Village Rites. Village Rites. Lumithread Field. Village Rites in a Lumithread Field. That'd be nice. Where are Doomed Travelers at? There's one. That's what you really want against these, huh? Fun league regardless. We're up a game here. Close this one out. We'll go 1-1. And a theme for 2 weeks losing that first round. That's tough. Yeah, uphill battle the whole way. 3 cards in our opponent's hands. So far, so good. I'm really liking the Rites Deadly Dispute interaction here. Okay, that kind of blows a little bit. I mean, they've got access to our Cenn's Enlistment. And that's the right call. Get a card. Turn off our engine. That's okay. We got most of our value out of it, and I've got a Screech in hand, so. Don't really want them to get Monarch, but I don't know if it's worth that or not. We'll let that through. We could technically top deck a pledge here, and we've got enough scary stuff in Battle Screech that they might want to consider. We might be able to bait them into a counter with only 3 cards in there. And now to be 4. Let's go. Something good. That's pretty good. I like it. I guess we'll attack first. Might as well play our lands. We don't need them for cannon fodder. We'll attack here. Deadly Dispute any shenanigans that come up. Which will hopefully buy us some goodwill. We'll kill this. Still hit for 2. Still draw 2. Do we get a counter? We do. Okay. We get our dude back. Okay, we know they don't have Suffocating, and they would have played it there. So it's kind of like a really bad duress. We'll play our dude here, so we'll at least have a guy. I kind of want to hold back on my... I'm going to play one more Hawk, and I'll leave it be at that. This way we can jumpstart if we do get fumed. We'll We'll have a little bit of a reset value in our hand. All right, I like that. I'm going to be able to block and sack and do some more stuff. Keep in mind, we do have... Oh, what an aggressive move here. What is this? Deepen, that's what I thought. All right. These little Kithkin dudes, little hobbits. I'm going to get in the way of this ginormous zombie fish. Okay. Let's block here. And I guess I block here. Then I'll Deadly Dispute my own Doomed Traveler. Keep the counter mess happening on his turn. We'll sacrifice this. Get a critter out of it. Or not. Just like doing this on their turn. Oh, now I really wish I did the opposite, right? Oh, well. Come on. Come on. Guardian's Pledge. Wah, wah, wah. Ugh. Well, we still have Monarch. Do we just sit back? Yeah, life total's too high right now. We just sit back. We still get Monarch. Or, I mean, whatchamacallit. Come on, deck. Help us out here. Plenty of disputes. They've been countered, but... I don't like him gaining that life. Damn it. That's better than us taking it, though. All right. You get your Monarch. Doink. Frustrating. I gotta watch my time. God, this deck is such a time hog. Another reason I probably shouldn't have played this one, but I still really like this list. You gotta play what you like. And I really like this list. Sure haven't gotten any easy opponents or matchups, that's for sure. Nor do we want them. Oh, who am I kidding? It's nice to roll over people sometimes. I am looking for a sack outlet so I can not let that angler keep him in quadruple life total range. That is ridiculous. That is not it. But it will gain us some life. I'll get a little greedy here. Try to just gain some life. Always yield. Yeah. Oh, attack. Yeah, let's go. Let's do. I need to find my answers here. I could always pull up on our strands too, and then we'd have an option, but this is scary. This really sounds like he's got suffocating, but again, they would have played it there, so let's try to keep him off that monarch. Okay. I guess we'll drop a Basilica. I'll watch my time, boy. Right now, I'd like these dens out there because we can always sacrifice them with Deadly Dispute. Come on, Village Rites, Deadly Dispute, something. Urseg89, thank you for that. Yeah, I've been putting it together this week and traditionally looked at, well, okay, there's our answer. Now we can't play it. Watch, they're going to draw fumes. It's just been one of the, like I said, I called what our worst deck was. We faced it first round, and it was close. We almost pulled it off. But yeah, I really think this is the way Tokens list should be built. It's pretty hard, and I'm a purist at heart, but it's pretty hard to argue monocolor builds anymore. There's just so much flexibility, and when you can add draw to swarm strategies, it's pretty. I think they're in the scenario we were last game where it's just like, good God, I got 12 cards left, and I can't find the suffocating fumes. Is this it? Yeah, this is the blowout. Blop. We have the answer in our hand. Looks like we're going to game 2. Yeah, I'm gonna save my time here because this deck's a bit of a time hog. So, got a win, we got a loss. Let's see if we can pull this even here. 1-1. There's quite a bit of removal in the graveyard, but I still don't know if it warrants graveyard hate. Journey to Nowheres are in. Lumithread Field, please show up this game, not at the very last frickin' moment. Since Enlistment's good, I think they might be overboarding with graveyard hate. I'm going to let them keep doing that. We don't have that much graveyard. We got just enough that you got a little bit of weird wiggle room. I don't want to bring in Relic. That's such a time hog. I think we're good here, guys. Macabre is good against Geist. That's a good point. It's probably better than the strands we're running. We'll bring in 2. Maybe we'll hard cast him, you know. I think I like that. I'm going to let you stare at this real quick. I got to use the restroom. I don't want to be pressured with time, so I'll be right back. All right. Still have over a minute. Look at that. Woo! Check. Let's go. We might even be able to cast it. Alrighty. Well, that artwork's just for real. This is my backdrop. All right. We'll keep this. I got a nice fast start. Boy, Guardian's Pledge has been kind of hiding from us too, you know. We got 7 minutes. Let's see what we can do. I'll lead off with a veteran. Might as well start gaining some life. Making things interesting. If we end up going like 0-5 with this list, I'm going to be really upset, but I still really stand behind it. I really like it. We've just been running into the metagame. Good times. Alrighty, we'll drop this, get a clue out, crack it pretty dang soon if we don't find other good scenarios. And attack. Whoa! Okay, Modern Age showing up. I mean, top deck a swamp, that'd feel pretty cool. Alrighty, we'll trip this now. Bloop. What do we get? Okay. We've seen Echoing Decay, so I'm going to keep our board a little defensive against that, so we don't walk right into a double Lunarch's macaroni, but come on, can he just tap out for another Modern Age and we just draw Guardian's Pledge and really get this close? Okay, looks like Behold the Multiverse. Someone's asking if there's a fun tribal deck that's played in Magic. All right, we have that. Unfortunately, I'm kind of stuck just going all in here. Probably get the Journey countered. I'm just trying to get this. We just played Goblins about 2 weeks ago. Had a real good outing with that. There's a few builds of Goblins. I keep wanting to play the newer one that Medvedev had. I really like that build. Slivers, when it works, that can feel pretty broken. All those lords running around, but all right. This is when I wish these were Doomed Travelers, because then we could still hit for 3 the next turn after our Suffocating Fumes. But good God, can I just either get a Swamp to turn on Dispute Rites, or can we just walk into a tapped out opponent with our Lumithread Field and just feel safe for the rest of the game? Be nice when quality spells have to be used to get rid of our things. All right. Well, this is a pretty simple play here. See, he's got a counter spell or he doesn't, and we attack. Good news is we've got a black source. And down it goes. There's one down. Would have been really nice to be able to pull this off, but we'll pull this back. We've got a Battle Screech next turn. 1 fumes down. There's probably 2. Gosh, some lists might even run 3. Sorry, I'm going to try to focus a little bit more on the game and not the chat. Come on, let's pull this to 1-1. Yeah, you might want to consider doing that right now. Yeah, I might too. That's interesting play there. Yep. Get those veterans off of the equation, right? Okay. I believe we're going to go like this. Pull this back. I'm gonna write one of them right now. Draw some options here. Okay. Just trying to maximize my out, especially against a counterspell opponent. Gurmag showing up. Okay. I like that, but I'm going to play a Hawk here. Yo, yes, we'll fill up our hand. More options abound. We'll play our little don't care if it dies dude, because we're going to kill it if you don't. And now we're got a little bit better defense here. And we've got the Deadly Dispute block if he does have the life gain trick. So at least maybe save that. There it is. Okay. A lot hinging on these next few turns. I think we'll block here. We'll kill it before they do. No life for you. You want to counter it? Go for it. Yes. Now those are some good cards. Ouch. That hurts. Come on, tap out. Exile an enchantment I control. Oh, that's brutal. Nice play. Alright, let's just top deck a journey and do it again. Nope. Okay, well, we don't have any black, so I'm going to get this down now. Problem is they're getting 6 life. Come on, opponent. We just inspect Hawk, drop Basilica, and then just go Nova next turn. Yeah, one problem solved. Technically, I might have been wanting to play that morphed, and then we could have unmorphed it, not taking any damage. I think that I missed a play there. Okay, play this, turn this, attack like this. Yo, let's go. Yeah, that was a mistake. I should have morphed the Lumithread and then flipped it over. So you wanted to gain life. But we do hit for 15 this turn if all goes according to plan, which it never does. I mean, our opponent's going to be able to do something, right? Just let this through. Maybe they'll feel falsely secure at 14 life. Haven't seen any hard counters yet. Or have we? He's exiled quite a few here. Nope. It's another Angler. Another Modern Age. See if it works. I'll just make our decision a little easier here. Okay, it does not. Again, we're not completely out of it with that move. We'll trip this, hopefully get a dispute so we can stop the shenanigans. Boy, this... Our deck is really fighting us today. Nope. And even the clock is too. That sucks. Gotta just try to keep this normal. Only got Modern Age is going to show up next turn. If we get a Journey... can at least turn off the life link and then awfully fun game. I don't think we're going to pull this one off though. I've had so much fun with a really good new deck, but it looks like we're going to start 0-2 unfortunately. And the 2 punts I've had I don't think were really backbreaking. I mean, Lumithread Field, you could argue they could have you can't really respond to that. That's instantaneous, like with the let that through. Just gonna want to keep implying that we have the goods as far as another Guardian's Pledge here. Hiya! Thanks, deck. That's really fun when that happens. Ayo. Alrighty. Let's flood the board. Just go for whatever we can here. We can't attack, so we might as well just really overextend. Maybe they've got double suffocating and they're just going to still wipe us out. Yeah, that's right. When I would draw it, I wouldn't want it. Okay. Do I pay 2, 4, 6? No, I do not. That's fine. Because guess what? Now I'll play it again, sucker. Okay, say no. Bring this back. Can't block anyway. Plus, our Deadly Dispute sometimes can eat our ancient dens and such, so. Maybe they just don't have a counterspell and we can actually get there. And we're down on time. Dig for that counter. Boy. They run into Dispel. I haven't seen a Dispel yet. Probably. Damn good card. Alright, well, we'll take that down. We could have... what am I thinking? I should have just blocked with everything with that scenario there. So there's another punt. White back. Yeah, I'm going to do a whole lot of blocking here, which will eat up our clock and we'll still lose, but sucks now that he's got more mana untapped. Wanted some options there. One bad thing, when that clock starts getting red, your decisions get really bad because you're just like, you get all nervous and stuff. All right, we'll block. There's 1, 2, 3. I better divvy this up. 4, 5, 6. Because I don't want him to Echoing Decay trick me here. Let's go. Oh, God. Brutal. All right. 2 down. 1, 2. Discard the land. Play the land. Returning a plane. Discard this. Go like this. And we'll just hope for the best. Much better than cycling. It's an army, folks. Our journeys are hiding from us. This block's just going to take us out of time here. I'm just going to hope they don't have decay. We'll keep our quality up. Yeah. Damn, life's just getting too close. Oh, God. What a backbreaker. Yeah, our opponent's going to have it here. Crunch. At least we got rid of one problem. Watch, our deck's going to give us a land. No journeys, please. No, we don't want those. There we go. Yeah. All right. I'm really surprised I started 0-2, but that's unfortunately. They've been 2 close games. I went to game 3 each time. But I got good coffee, good friends. Let's go. Like I said, I'm really surprised. I thought worst case scenario, the way this has been playing, I might go like 1-1. That's the first 2 rounds. But hey, it happens, man. And it is happening. And so far, I don't want to change a thing. I'm really liking the way it's playing. It's just been getting some bad draws. And we've got the answers for the bad draws and being able to do stuff with it. But yeah, I'm thinking that too, Braveheart. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back being in a loser's bracket, but it does just feel like, sometimes you just get bad beats. Let's go. Oh, late game. 1 mana mulligan. Yuck. Remember when we were drawing too many lands all those turns? I'm going to keep this. We have 3 turn play. I'm going to be gaining some life. a mulligan. Double mult. All right, we'll keep this. Probably throw back Dispute. It's nice, but I don't want to be looking at a dead card, especially when we have to mulligan twice. Keep. All right, let's get rid of this and probably... Don't know what we're up against. But that's not the greatest card right now. All right, let's hope things get better. Boop. Soul Warden. At least we'll gain some life. No, I don't like the... Like I said, I started with 2 Harsh Sustenance and quickly stopped that from happening. All right. I'm just going to try a little overrun sequencing here. A lot of my victories this week have just been, you know, decks just come into play tap too often, and you can get in a quick Guardian's Pledge and smack. That's my method, Mtmentat, that's for sure. Okay. So that's probably the 3/3 dude. If they start picking on our lands, the one game we're screwed, I'm just going to be like, good lordy. It's like everybody got in line and had my list, and they're like, we're going to do it in this order, see? It's going to be a backbreaker. I'm going to get acid mossed here. God, I hope not. Cool. Where was land destruction last round, right? Side out the Cenn's Enlistment and laugh all the way to the bank. But well, there's all of our other stuff. That kind of blows. I'm going to attack. At least get 2 life out of it and have evasion next turn. Upgrade. God, let's not hope for that, Nichols. Jeez. We're still 3 rounds to go. Oh, boy. Well, at least we got 2. Our damn birds online. And there's the pack mate. At least our life total's nice and healthy. Even there, it's like, can we have a deadly dispute so we can at least react to a ancient den smack? Double mulligan started this one, and now our resources are getting very taxed. Just a few turns away from this being a shut door with a big old dino coming down. Yeah, that's a good point. I'll probably get rid of the Village Rites. That way we only need 4 black cards, but yeah, this one's over. I mean, we're going to gain a lot of life here, but I guess we'll just play it out. It's got reach, too. Yep. Maybe we can, if we can get our lands online, we might be able to do a surprise alpha strike. This might help. At least it'll help fill up our hand. More probable land draw. Yes. All right. Bloop. Got nothing. Life's keeping us in it, but we're 1 cannonade away from sad times. This is over. Let's concede. Is I could have had a pretty even game there if we just drew decently, but that was pretty ridiculous. All right, journeys are going to come in. Patrician Scorn's interesting, but not with journeys. A little bit of a haha. I don't think we're going to need Harsh Sustenance here, but I do want to get rid of Village Rites. I want to be able to blow up our lands in response, but I don't want to have to. As oh, Chimpskey pointed out, black's going to be a little hard to be fought for. So, yeah, we're going to want that last strands to come in too. Got 4 strands. Gonna have plenty of blockers for the big 6/3 dude if it gets there. But our strands are gonna help out a lot. Lumithread Field, probably more of a creature at this point. Draw some removal. You know what? I'd rather have, maybe we hit both of them and I'm able to pull this off, but this will get our life back, but we already have a life gain package. I'm going to get rid of this just so the only black spell we've got is Deadly Dispute. If they pick on our swamps, they pick on our swamps. All right. Ooh, yes. Okay, there's a good hand. We'll keep. Nice one. You can keep all 7. Magic. Kind of a slow out, though. Unless we, well, that Basilica is not going to be long for the world, is it? Maybe they brought in a bunch of gorilla shamans and stuff because they saw all Ancient Dens last game. So there's the thing. All right, let's do obvious play here. Warden, get our life total up, please. Let's see a bunch of little dudes so we can get that Guardian's Pledge online super quick and squish face. Ramosian Rally is another good option when you're running planes and white creatures. Gives +1/1 and instant speed with the old rather than that I love so much. But I've even seen, I think Methodical had a tokens list maybe a year or two back with Charge, which costs 1 white. Gotta get there. I think the life is enough. Watch, we run into burn next turn and get smacked. Always consider running Raise the Alarm, nice instant end of turn. Way to really come out of the blue with Guardian's Pledge. It's just that 1/1 on the ground's not too impressive. Alrighty, start this off here. I believe I will. I'm just going to play this. Cast it. We'll attack. Now there's hope. If we draw another one, we won't even have to worry about strands. We can use that for creature combat. Although, it would be pretty interesting with 2/2 elves and 1/1 elves if they're running too many of those, but I guess once they get there and they're cascading, they don't really need to worry about those anymore, but still seems a little funky play. It's one of our planes going bye-bye. This one I actually like Basilicas. No, they, in theory, seem like a little bit of a, what do you call it? Too much invested in the board. Being able to bring that one back, a lot of times you still get there. Now, obviously, if they had Acid Moss, they would have played it there. I think we're looking for a Muldrifter turn here. So, unfortunately, our curve is just fighting us here. Come on, Battle Screech. Just show up. Let me set up for a turn and then just double smack face. Can we do that at least? Where's this Acid Moss time? I think this is Muldrifter time. Oh, boy. I have to say, these first 3 rounds, this is like truly some of the worst beats. Just round after round after round. And like the chat said, I don't think the deck's flawed. Man, we're just getting snake eyes. Anything but a D20. D20. Had about 2.5 punts. I don't think they were game breaker or mattered that much. I do like to point them out. Comes Dino Man, okay. This would be a nice time to draw something relevant like a Journey. Just getting out in front of us too much. We drew like late game, and our land's been tweaked. So, splat. that's nice. Can we draw land, please? Sure. We're going to O3'sville real quick. Supporting party. We can't even prismatic. If we can maybe get a Squadron Hawk online, we can pump some prismatics into the yard and at least buy a few turns, but do we take 12? I don't think this guy's worth that much life. We'll take 6. Come on, deck. I mean, it's way past the point of no return here. There's just way too much meat on the board here. And Wrath of God. That'd be so sweet. Well, we can do quite a bit with that. At least buys us a few turns there. So obvious what our play is here. Brutal, baby. Just brutal. Those pirates look like they're having a good time. I am too, despite the atrocious outs, bad beats we've been suffering, but that's magic. It happens. Oh, that's a lot of damage. I'll say red here. Do we let the rest through? I think we do. I've got to try to pull off some sort of like a rescue mission here. Believe me, we're dead. We have to like top deck a, I don't know, swamp. That would do too much. We still have to sacrifice resources to do anything with that. We've got one in the yard. Maybe I should splash one red and bring in a swirling sandstorm. Huzzah! Cascade is fun. Last time we played it, we 5-0'd with it. That was a lot of good. That was a good time. Blow your house down. I love that in the sideboard. But that was back when walls was everywhere. Yuck. Yuck, 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 yuck. Can we even double block and make them pay for something here? I guess we can kill a visionary. Sad, huh? Just to stay alive, folks. Just to stay alive. And they make us pull it off here now, right? All right. We'll do this here. Or do we Guardian's Pledge? That might be fun. Get them a little scared. That'd be 3 5s. It's not too bad, but then we still have to do the old double block. 3 5. Yeah, we'll pull this off here. We'll call green. Because I'm going to call red. Just encourage them to come forward. That is only one card. It's just over here, guys. Boop. We'll say green. At least we see another card. LD and screwed. What I really liked our last game's, well, pretty much all rounds hands with all the lands that we were drawing the last couple rounds, but we weren't too screwed except for last game, but and that'll do it, guys. All right. There's no way we can mathematically win here. A lot of streamers will quit the show at this point, lick their wounds, and look over the deck. I still like the deck. I'm going to keep plowing forward as I always do. We can still get some points out of it. That's how I'm feeling in Chimpskey. But again, I'm having a lot of fun with this thing. I would have lost a lot of money thinking I was going to have a losing outing with this because I really, really like this design. Because normally this style of list, you know, you go wide. Sometimes you get lucky and you smash, stay alive with this. But you run out of gas. But the Rites Dispute combo, I'm just really, really, really liking it. Liking the lands where they're at, even though we've been flooded. And then when we weren't, we faced land destruction. Thinking I might... Maybe I ditched the Lumithread plan altogether. I don't know. It is nice to have that Ray of Hope against mono black, but... Like I said, I sure wish there was a Goblin Cave scenario for this style, because Goblin Caves, gives all goblins +0/+2. Man, that gets it out of range of even Evankar's Justice just with one drop. So that's pretty sweet. Yeah, I think this might have been... I think I'm going to lose Patrician Scorn. I don't know. Maybe go with that Revoke Existence. Except, the second you do that, you face Hexproof. But we do have 4 Prismatic. Could be relevant. Or maybe slow the roll a little bit, go with an Oblivion Ring in the sideboard so you can grab Armadillo Cloak and game turners like that in those scenarios, and then Prismatic for the rest of the way. Probably overboarding a little bit there. Nihil Spellbomb might be better than Relic in this scenario. It's just I didn't really want to wait on... you can wait for things to go on the stack and then trip the Relic with any mana. Seeing that we only really have 5 sources of black, I didn't want to rely on that too much. So, all right. Let's see what we can get. And it's another amazing player, Brevenix. And another horrible hand, Mulligan. I guess we keep this. Throw back Harsh. Keep. Throw this back. Then. Yeah, I was thinking of playing that, actually. And we got fairies. Technically should be a good matchup if our mana gets right. All right. I'll bring this down. We got a Moon Circuit showing up. That's the one I wanted to see, because now I can kill it and have a flying critter option. Come on, top deck Squadron Hawk here. Squadron Hawk. Nope. But that's okay. We at least have a counter option here. I'll just sit back and block with that. Probably going to walk right into a you-know-what. Spellstutter Sprite. But I ain't going to play afraid. Let's go. Do we draw the cards? Nope. Okay. No. Oh, all right. After my own heart, I love Bouncy Bounce. We played that last week. Ninja Bounce. 1 card. What's being discarded here? An island. All right. Squadron Hawk, maybe? Not too bad. Rock here. Come on, let's just get a land and then turn this thing over. We'll pull this off here. Counter-worthy, maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? Boy, we're taking quite a bit of damage already. Didn't expect to see that. Always, always. We've missed a land drop, so I'm just going to go now. All right. Sure. Yeah. I'll bring it right back. At least have a flying option. Don't believe Disturb can be countered. Oh, block the ninja. Oh, he definitely could, you know. Would have sure helped that first game, but... All right, let's see what we can see. I really like this list. I modified the blue ninja deck that I played about 2 weeks ago. Maybe it was last week, I'm not quite sure. And I just ended up going with 2 Spire Golems myself. Love that card. Very underplayed, so hats off to Brevenix for pulling that one off. I'll just play it. We need it badly. Our opponent's... All right. Come on, let's get this Battle Screech online. Don't top deck a damn counterspell. Just draw normal. Draw like we've been drawing today. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if this works. Hey, it worked. Cool. I'll do this, this, and this. We'll attack. Hey up. Spiregon's a hell of a card. I mean, what more do you want? Sometimes dropping that thing for like 1. It's just like, what? What are you going to do? So here's a perfect scenario where you just want to cast Guardian's Pledge main. Right? Oh boy. This just got spicy. I could get greedy with Battle Screech. I don't think I want to, though. This gives them more time to have options, so we're just going to play it now. Does it work? I don't need to commit to combat. Got your Spell Pierce here. Hey, all right. Traditionally, decks with Battle Screech and a bit of life gain usually tend to beat, what am I trying to say, fairies. So these aren't needed. Throw this out. Probably don't need that. Although, I would like to have maybe 2 Lumithreads just for combat, because there's so many 1/1s going down and stuff, and then the Guardian, I don't want to have to bring in Journey here. So I kind of like this. It's not much, is it? I'm not going to bring in Dust to Dust. Prismatic's pretty good. Let me use the restroom again. I'll be right back. All right. Make sure everything's going good. All right. Sure. I'll go like this. A lot of bounce shenanigans. We've probably got Echoing Truth coming in, so got to be a little wary of that. Maybe keep back a Village Rites for it. I'm on the draw. I've got 1, 2, 3 outs, and I'm going to keep this, believe it or not. I think the only game that felt like we just lost was last round. The other 2 were really close and down to the wire. And bad. Okay. I'll be curious what the next few sets come out. There's quite a bit of talk in the rooms that I hang out about MTG, like, I guess officially handed over the reins to this other company, and yet this is the first set since that merger, I guess, happened, and now it's like, is this how they're going to do all the sets, and just is MTG going to go south? I hope not. Yeah, a lot of investment down the drain. Yay! I think this might be better. You know what? No, I'm going to actually lead off with the Doom Traveler in this scenario. I've got a nice little 2-for-1. It's telling, though. It's like the first time the new company's got their hands on the rein. New set comes out, and there's this exception that's never been done before, where it's like, oh, well, here we're going to give you 10% of the cards, and you can only get them this way. It's like, ugh, it doesn't feel very good. Okay, really like this. Boy, oh boy, that Hawk. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I think I have to play the Hawk, don't I? Don't I? I'm going to get greedy. I'll get my life online. And I'll get the Inspector online. Reason being, sits back, only a hard counter is going to do that. This is really going to keep our life total healthy. Yeah, I might live to regret that, but got quite a bit of life. We technically can win this if we just draw another land or two, and then we'll be set. It'd be really nice to just drop into a main deck swamp. I like being able to bait out spell stutters. Not that easy to do against a good player like ooh. Well, we're gonna like this. A lot of life coming our way. This is very similar to the list I ran. All right, boink. Just there it is. Yep. And boom, boom. Privinex is literally playing. So far, it's almost exact copy. I don't play Spell Pierce, but I did end up adding 2 of these and 2 Spire Golems. It's a trip. All right, let's bring this out. In my estimation, it just seems like MTGO, you just get a really good room of programmers when a new set comes out, and you just have a cash cow. Such a volume and a legacy of players that just, it's such a hub. Just keep it going. It's like printing money. I don't know the ins and outs of like the bottom line. Maybe it takes a ton to program or whatnot, but so far it doesn't seem that bad. We'll be turning off that ninja straight quick. Unfortunately, though, with double Vapor Snag, I'll block here. Let's do that. Wow, he's going to get 2 of them. Impressive. But you're not gaining life. I am. There's Dispute. Come on. Okay. Come on, give me a swamp. That's a pretty cool idea, Dreamer Stingo. In fact, that's what I was saying at the top of the show. I almost made this an Azorius list with that line of play in line. Or in... what am I trying to say? Nope. Too much to do, I die up. Oh, yeah, let's go. I like this trading. I keep gaining life and... Well, if he taps all out here, he doesn't have an answer for Guardian's Pledge. We've just got the game. Lots of creatures. Lots of blockers, too. I think I'm going to use Guardian's Pledge defensively, then choose to block. That's cool. Yeah, no, I can't do that. Thanks for rubbing it in there, Chimpskey. Can I counter? He does. Okay. Nope. We got to turn off this ninja engine here. We'll attempt to do this. I got to turn this damn thing off. Let's see. Yep, that's pretty brutal. Man, this is so similar to the changes I made. I remember that, what was it? Last week or 2 weeks ago when I played the blue deck with the Ornithopters and stuff. But yo, this is play here. Last week, yeah. Yeah, the changes I made was adding 2 Moonblade Shinobis, 2 Spire Golems. Lost the counter spells completely. Just have Dispel Engine. And all the bounce. All right, what's going on here? Come on, Rivenix. Did we get one more viewer? Wink, wink. Guess we'll rock here. Nope. Okay. I am blocking with that. Let's go. I think I want to add 1 Ash Barrens to this. Bringing it up to 3, not 2. Don't know why our opponent's taking 8 minutes per phase here, but yeah, with all that bounce, it's tough to keep those ninjas from proliferating, so we're going to have to maybe bring in some journeys. I think I'm going to do that. Oh, Rivenix, where are you? They're still online. That's weird. There you are. Welcome back. That's brutal. Got a block. Try to get something out of it. We're going to a game 3. No 2-0s for us. Everything's going to be hard fought. Boy, I would have thought Prismatic would be that needed in this matchup, right? Well, I guess we could see what else they've got. Firepower-wise. Sure. 1-2, 1-2. Creatures are better at this point. Okay. Lose your illusion. No. I love that spell. Of one mind. So cool. We're dead in the air. Gotta use our team here, so we might as well go like this, and this, and this. Hut, hut. We're just seeing what we draw. Has he got another bounce spell? Probably. Double Echoing Truth in the yard. That's brutal. And we've got the answer right here, but we just didn't have black mana. And our opponent put us under so much duress that we couldn't really get there by tripping these and rolling the dice. Just didn't have enough time. Yup. Boink. We're dead. Off to game 3. I was thinking Journey would be good here. Prismatic's going to be pretty good. I think 3's enough Prismatic. I think we're going to be wanting these Journeys. Just 2. These guys, I really want them to show up. Technically, we could lose one of these. And a Sens. Let's try that. Yeah, that was a nice sequencing there. Just give me a decent hand. Thank you. I mean, we're still kind of stuck on no black, but we've got life gain, we've got critters. I'll keep. Chance to keep. It's like mulligan in a 2 at this stage, but expect to see Brivenix in the first or second round, not in the loser's bracket. He's a damn fine player. Let's get our life online. Really cool to just drop a Basilica next. That'd be optimal. There come the ninjas. Okay. I feel like attacking into that. Nah. I'm getting reckless as I keep racking up L's. Can't spell reckless without an L. We got a ninja in our sights? No. Just 1 damage. Thank you. I'm just glad I'm drawing mana. Alright. If I walk into a spell stutter sprite here, that's fine. I'll gain 2 life and trade. Hey, Lovecraft's in the house. I'm playing a deck I really believe in, but we're just getting some atrociously bad beats. A lot of game 3s. Okay. We gain 2 life. We'll probably keep back our Traveler there. All right. Land, please. That would have been nice. Beautiful. Well, that's a good time to draw, didn't it? Another huge pause from our opponent. Okay. Alrighty. Slows our roll for sure. Not the worst play. Can always disturb it if it gets countered. I just love how dark that artwork is. The old man just staring at the little light. So we'll prismatic first, and then we'll decide if we want to block or not. I'm going to counter that. It's going to cost you a hard counter. It's probably the 2, pay 2. Oh, okay. Well, that blows. I'll say blue. I'm just going to reset turn. I don't know. I like seeing both Echoing Truths gone since we haven't played any Battle Screech. I could see going up to 3. That's pretty crazy, but I've seen crazier. All right. All right. Got Prismatic in the yard. I like these old bordered cards on stuff that's technically newer. Of course, that's when we draw it, right? But we're going to set up our life going engine here. And we'll go crazy next turn. Problem being here is a Spell Stutter Sprite shows up. Well, that really blows. Very old school list so far. I guess we just let this go. All right. Just glad I'm going to be able to play Battle Screech. God, I haven't seen Serrated Arrows in probably the last time I played Brivernix. That's fine. Let's let that through. All right, have to head out. Leaving for a sub. And grateful for Propaganda Community. Thank you, Played Magic. Good to see you, and thanks for joining us as always. Let's do this to this, and sure. Rock like that. Yeah, let's attack. Yeah, probably should have left less bounceable things back, but oh, thank you for that, Played Magic. All right. Wow. Embarrassment of riches here. I'm just going to go for it. It's like, what? Counterspell suggests their echoing tricks are gone. Let's get rid of the things we care about the least. All right. Attack. Whoa. Be just like Wizards to print Battle Screech but make it a blue card in the next few sets. Godspeed, my propaganda benefactor. That's cool sounding. Wow, our deck's really fighting us, isn't it? All right, we'll bring this out. Okay, doesn't really work, I don't think, right? Oh, I thought that worked. All right. Oh, nah, that's just reckless. Let's go. Okay. There it is. All right. For some reason, I thought Disturb acted like Entomb and you couldn't counter it, but I guess you can. Alrighty, we got a ninja headed our way. We do. And it's the big one. Yowza. Alrighty, well, I'd rather have a Squadron Hawk get countered here. So I'm going to play it. Yep. And we'll turn off this engine straight quick. Attack here. And here. Sure. My goodness. We get a black source here? Our opponent doesn't even know we're playing black, I don't think, after that. Well, the first game I think we had access to it. Yeah, this feels like my old friend Brevinix. This is when he comes roaring back. Just give me a swamp. Give me some options. Swamp. Not that. No, 3 cards is enough of a mystery. I think that's happened enough now that I might need one more natural just black source. Maybe just 2 swamps. I'm not quite sure. Tempted to play that just to pull a counter out, but I don't have any backup, so I'll wait till we use Guardian's Pledge as kind of a bluff counter. I don't think that our opponent will fall for it, but they might. No Prismatic Strands there. I'll try and prevent it. Black source, please. I can feel it slipping away. I mean, we're at 30-something life, but I'll use Guardian's Pledge defensively and try to just kill that ninja. Last time we played Slivers, oh my gosh, I was in the other studio when I did that last. So that was, gosh, 2.5 years ago. And it was a league. It was one of the last leagues we played for quite a while. And I was able to, we 5-0'd it. And it was Kung Fu Trees' list. Right, well that cost him a bit. It had Adventurous Impulse in it. So that was pretty cool. Sprite's back. Oh, jeez. Well, I don't know what happened there. Okay, well we won one. Got one more to go, guys. I'm feeling all right. I would have really thought that if there's anybody I was going to lose to, it would probably be Brevinix. But at least we're not going to go 0-5. Our deck was really fighting us there. But yeah, I definitely need one more black source. have to hit up my Methonical or the hydroponic calculator. Excuse me. Too much carbonation. To see if I can get the curve a little bit better. I don't really want to go with those one drop, eats a turn card because I've got a lot of one drop plays here. So I'm thinking just maybe one more basic. Not quite sure. I think that's what it is. You know me and my words there, Dreamer Stango. Alrighty. Yeah. Liking that. Not quite sure about some of these. Of course, if I was winning, I'd be like, this is great. Not arrived at easily. Alright. Last round. Let's hope we get a W here. Close. Blowout. Win. Doesn't feel that way. I keep laughing that the one time we were mana screwed is when we faced Ponza, but that's how Magic goes. It started. All right. Hey, our mana's there. I like this. We'll keep. Hydroponic. All right, here we go. Another Ponza game. Hopefully we've drawn to some more lands here. Let's do this to... so we'll get our Inspector online. Is our plains long for this world? If this is a thermal karst, I'm just cursed today. We're just cursed, guys. I'm not even mad at this point. It's like, yeah. And look at this, It's like, okay. Good hand against anything but Ponza. Here comes Ponza. Yep. I think this has got to be at least tied for, if not the worst bad beat day I've ever had. Hey, at least we can discard Battle Screech. Things are looking up. He's sitting on 3 more Thermokarst. It's always scary when you see the Thermokarst engine because it's like, oh boy, they've got eight cards that do that. And that red suggests that they've got even more. I just want to see more of their list here. What do we throw out? I guess we throw out Lunarch. Is a very stoned mathematician. Very nice. Time to start throwing out some rights. Really confuse our opponents. I even tackled the like a Chromatic Star, and then the Ichor Wellspring, Skyfisher Engine. Boy, we do have 18 lands in this. Yeah, at this stage they're just gonna have it, meaning like another land destruction spell. So I'm trying to hold on to this Baron so I can at least maybe try to pull off something. Pretty doubtful. I don't mind playing against land destruction. I'm usually pretty apt for it, but it does seem, well, at least today, the 2 times we face it is when we have 2 land openers, and then we have this happen where it's just no land, and it's just salt in the wound at this point. I'm happy we got a W and against a darn fine player too, so. Okay, list. I could tell when you're just dead set against me winning. So we'll just put an L there and hopefully we can pull this one off. Jund. Not a deck we want to see. We'll get rid of our Village Rites move here. We're going to be off of black pretty fast. Pull this off. Journeys are going to come in for the big old dinos. Yeah, I'm going to need to take that out. Lose Patrician Scorn too. I'm learning a lot. There's a few notes here. Swap for Revoke Existence. I want to just draw cards, so I'm just going to pull that in. I'm going to trip it as soon as possible. See how desperate I'm getting? And we'll play the 4 strands, because if we're discarding and getting land beat, we'll at least be able to stay alive, maybe to pull something off. Yes. 2 lands again. We'll keep it, though. I will Journey to Nowhere and early Arbor Elf if I see one. Yep. Here we go. So yeah, yesterday we went to the beach all morning, just playing games in the sand and stuff, and it was really cool because having Friday off and then going out immediately like that, it really made the weekend. It feels like it's Monday already and it's Saturday and I've still got tomorrow, so that's pretty cool. I've learned my lesson. I am going to Journey to Nowhere that beast. Get out of here, you jerk. Never done this before. I want my mana, damn it. Just draw Swamp. All right, I'll take that. No land destruction. Just let me come up for air. Get an honest Battle Screech going. Yeah, and initially this deck had Skyfisher Omen, but then I was like, what am I omening for? Just Skyfishers, and it just felt a little underwhelming. It's a strange choice. That's a scary play. Suggests that they have a Cannonade in hand, or they just weren't thinking. Hopefully it's the second one. Land. Can we get screwed, please? Get screwed. Like last game, we're just going to rink-a-dink them to death with little 1/1s. Land destruction. It's what's for dinner. Okay. Yeah, definitely need one more swamp access here. I like it. Mana Screw. Boy, oh boy. We won one. Again, thanks to Chris at Carousel Games for funding this outing of this league. So we've had a lot of close losses. We had one blowout. Do have a few changes, but nothing groundbreaking, and I really still believe in this list. So trip right in Acid Moss. Dun 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 dun. All right, let's go. What am I doing? I'm just trying to play correct here. I'll pull this back. I'll attack. Yeah, cool. Now, where's the Acid Moss? I better be careful. They probably got another one. At least I get to save a plane. Ouch! Of course they have it. We got him halfway, folks. Woo! Watch, he taps it and plays Sandstorm. You're like, okay, what's going on here? Yeah, if you can go support our sponsor there. Thank you, Chimpskey, for the link. Sorry if I've been a little despondent in the last few rounds. I mean, we did win last round, but other than that, it's been Bad Beat Central Saturday. So I think I'm going to have to smash some heads with a modified list of this later. And brag about my results online, maybe. I don't know. think... No, I was thinking of going like 3 Village Rites, making room for 1 main deck Swamp. I really want to see them, though. Okay, actually, I really like drawing this right now, because now we can use our Prismatic against an opponent that's definitely getting there. So we'll say yes. We'll say Hawk, Hawk, Hawk. Okay. We've got lots of plays next turn. I'll do this. I could maybe sit back and then I can just Strands and kill the dude, but... Discard, discard. We don't need lands. Be careful what you wish for. That worked out perfectly, unless he's got another one. Yeah, this is when they have 2, right? And I didn't discard double Strands. That would have been nice. Yep, it's been that kind of day. I'll say red anyway. Choose blue. It took him 2 cannonades. We'll bring this guy down. Yes, make sure we're all cleared out. We are. Getting grim quick. I do have him at 9 life, but definitely taking this. Gotta get online here. Come on, land, please. Well, there's part of the equation. We can go to 1 next turn. Maybe they get reckless. Nope. Let's keep wanting to shuffle here. All right. I've seen a lightning bolt already. It's another boarding party. Then we're really screwed. Arbor Elf. Now I can't pull this off. I'll buy time. Just keep bleeding. I'm quite the torturous person to myself here. Most people would scoop by now. I'm just like, what am I going to draw? What's my deck? I want to learn. What are we looking at here? We can't survive. We can journey, and then we block here, and then we get killed with an Arbor Elf attack. So we go 1-4. I did not see that one coming. We beat one of the best players in Brivinex in a really strong deck. And we had really close calls the other ones, but boy, pawns need some work, which brings us to... What did I learn? Well, let's go over to the list here and see. I'm not liking these. I'm going to do this live, because why not? All right, so we've got Revoke. I was very curious to see how this was going to do against Affinity. We didn't see Affinity. I mean, that's typical of a league. You know, you plan for A, B, and C, and you only see X, Y, and Z. I think I like Relic where it's at. I do want to add a Swamp. I just want one more basic so I can go search for it. And I think for right now we'll just pull that. We do have, you know, you look at Plains, you're like, we don't have enough, but we do have the Ancient Dens here. And I do believe my son has my other Ash Barrens, so I'll probably add one, maybe even lose a den, I think, from there. Sideboard-wise, yeah, this is going to give us access to be able to pick and choose because we have the Journey to Nowhere plan. Yeah, Vault of Whispers might be cool, except that they, I want to be able to dig for them if they do pick on our stuff with that tectonic trick, being able to have 2 basics. I don't want to, and then I also don't want to be sacrificing one of my only black sources, so that's why I'm not going to go that route. Dreamer Stingo. Cenn's Enlistment, man, sometimes, I mean, it really helped us stay in that one game. It's always close to being on the chopping block, but I might actually lose the thread main. But actually, I think I will. I think I'm going to go up to 19 lands. And that Ash Barrens is going to swap for this. So I think I'll do that, which will bring my deck offline, meaning it's a little like, you got to pay attention to this. So, but yeah, I gave my son some Ash Barrens and built up his cool Dimir list. And he played one time with it, and that was it. And I'm just like, kid, it takes so much time, and then, to trade these over and give him half my winnings. So he buys these decks, and then he never plays online. So it's frustrating. So I don't want a white cycling land. No. If anything, I might go with a bog or something. But yeah, that might be even better here, right? With 4 of those, maybe go with a Bazooka Bog. That might actually be a nice tech because we could bring that in against Ponza too. I mean, it's slow as a nightmare, but being that we're playing with the 4 Basilicas, I don't know. Should probably just try to make room for this main. If I'm going to play anything that comes into play tapped, it'll probably be this one. Yeah, let me try that for now. I'll add 1 here. That'll put us at 19. That might be a better scenario here. Feels like a lot of black for that, but again, we can always sacrifice the critters. Can't really do the lands there. So, you like main bogs? Well, I'm gonna go with what you guys like. I just like being able to. Technically, we're playing like 5 bogs if you look at the math here, but I really hate coming to play tab. That's why I really favorite Ash Barrens in a lot of scenarios and such. But anyway, guys, it's a long one. We're at about the 3-hour mark. Thanks for joining me. I wish I was a little bit more successful, but again, I really, 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 really like this list. Fortunately, I'm learning that Jun's a very bad matchup. We faced it twice. But it felt, the thing I thought was going to be horrible, Jeskai Ephemerate, we did lose, but it was awfully close and such. So I'm going to keep tweaking this, and we'll see where we can we'll see where it ends up. Maybe I'll play a league this afternoon with it. I always say that, and then I get too busy or watch the UFC fights or whatever. But I'm going to go lick my wounds. Hopefully next week we'll be a little bit more successful. Again, thank you again to Chris at Carousel Games. Please support his store as they support this show. And you can do so too by subscribe, and spreading the word and experimenting with us. So this deck will be available in the list below. If you're watching on YouTube later, download, tweak as you will. And thanks for thanking me for streaming, Dreamer Stingo. I know it's always a tough thing when you're a streamer and you have a bad outing, because it's like, you got to stay honest. You got to still upload that. So here comes a Band-Aid whipping, but a lot of close ones. Thanks for joining me, everybody. And we're going to go out with one of my favorite commercials of all time, Bottle Gnome Bourbon. Here we go.
We've handmade our signature Bottle Gnome Bourbon for over 5 centuries. We use 3 different types of grains: crop rotated corn, rye with infused relics, and malted barley from Ginju fields. Only the finest radiant fountain water is used, which contains limestone that contributes to a better tasting bourbon. Hoping to add nutrients like Mage Mark magnesium and calcium that our newly sprout swarm yeast needs to thrive. Next, we mill our grains every upkeep and cook them using the fiery breath of kiln fiends. From there, we vapor snag mutagenic samples till we get the alcohol content exactly right. Finally, our bourbon is aged in new, fire-forged and patented trefoil oak barrels, a distinction we take pride in. As seasonal rituals change, temperatures rise and fall, and our bourbon interacts with the woodland spirits. The color and the flavor of the now fully mature bourbon comes from the caramelized Sprite sugars and the charred oak until it is ready to be untapped and bottled. Bottle Gnome Bourbon, a magically reinforced blend of the finest quality.
Available at all Singer superstores.